Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, October 4th. And if we take a look at yesterday morning, started off with a lot of drizzle, some light rain, clouds, not a lot of precipitation in our area at all. But you can see as we move through the day, we certainly see much better conditions as we see some drying and even some sunshine take place. And we've seen our temperatures climb up into the low 80s with dew points in the low 70s. So incredibly warm day for October 3rd. And then we'll see today becoming sunny after overnight rains brought us about 0.12 of an inch of rain overnight. And again, it'll be cooler with highs only in the 50s on Friday, and then warm air will surge back into the area, and we'll expect more showers and thunderstorms perhaps as early as Friday morning or Friday afternoon. But the best bet for the bulk of the precipitation starts Friday night and off and on into the weekend as we have that frontal boundary that'll continue to move north and south as warm fronts and cold fronts right on through early next week. So a lot of precipitation possible here over the next 5 to 7 days and even beyond. Our normal high is 65, the normal low is 43, and if we look at yesterday, we had again a high of 82.5 and a low of 52, so a very warm day, about 13.5 degrees above normal. And we had just a trace of rainfall yesterday, but since midnight we picked up 0.12 of an inch, and that's our storm total. And if we look at the sunrise this morning at 7:39, it'll set tonight at 7:13 as we continue to see our days shrink up. And this morning, very warm conditions across the area, low 70s common across much of southeast lower Michigan. But we can see the dew points now beginning to drop as you get to the northwest of this dry line. And again, as that continues to push to the south, we'll see more comfortable temperatures and humidities. As you can see, temperatures and humidities are quite high with dew points in the mid to upper 60s. Again, yesterday we had a high dew point yesterday in Breckenridge of 72.4, so very humid conditions. As far as the rainfall since midnight, again, not a lot, but we continue to see some showers and thunderstorms as of 5 a.m. across southeast lower Michigan. On the satellite view, you can see the cooler, drier air coming in behind this cold front that's pushing through the area. But already, if you look off to the west, you can see that the progress has stopped here to the southwest and beginning to move to the north here on the last few frames, as that moisture is going to quickly surge back into the area by later tomorrow. So in areas that haven't seen a lot of rain, there might, over the last couple of days, across southeast lower Michigan, again, there might be a window of opportunity to go out and harvest some corn. And again, I would highly advise that if possible. Certainly don't want to tear up the fields too much, but if you got a chance to go, you're not going to have too many windows of opportunity here, at least over the next 7 to 10 days as it looks right now. You can see this morning some pretty intense individual pulse type cells of heavy rain and thunderstorms across southeast lower Michigan. Again, they'll quickly move out of the area, and we'll see some sunshine here develop by later on this morning, and it'll be overall a pretty nice day as far as sunshine goes. Again, we'll see temperatures fall through the 60s, and then tomorrow we'll struggle to get into the upper 50s to low 60s. On the weather map this morning, again, you can see the cold front by 7 a.m. expected to be through the area. High pressure system moves in, but look on this map here across the upper Midwest back into the northern plains. In this area here, you got a blue and green line in this whole area. That's indication of precipitation in the form of rain and mixed snow, and even some freezing rain across southwest North Dakota, and even some heavy snow as you get into southwest Montana. So winter can't be too far away, right? And if we look at the forecast map on Friday, you can see low pressure system and that warm front's going to begin to surge to the north. And as it does, we could have some very heavy rains coming into the state of Michigan for the northwestern half of the MAC area into northern lower Michigan. And then as we get into Saturday morning, you can see that cold front beginning to push through. It won't get very far to the southeast, as you can see on Sunday, just across the northern Ohio Valley. It may go a little farther south, but already we're going to see another system come up, and that's going to move this front north as a warm front and bring more rain and thunderstorms. So really off and on, right on through early next week at least. As far as precipitation amounts, you can see much of the area is expected to see over an inch of rain. And as you get into the northwestern half of the MAC area, all the way north into the UP, 2 or more inches are likely. Look at some of these numbers back here being predicted, between 3 to 5 and almost 6 inches of rainfall here over the next 7 days. Something we're going to certainly need to keep an eye on here as well. And if we look at the extended outlook again, with troughing in the west and ridging in the east, warmer than normal, but we begin to transition towards a cooler pattern, but above normal precipitation becomes likely. And until we see that colder air come in, then we might see a little bit more in the way of drier weather as we get towards mid-month, or maybe just past mid-month, between the 15th and the 18th as it looks right now. And even in the longer range, and this is in the day 8 to day 16, even some indications by some of the models, we could even see some snowflakes falling across the Great Lakes. Again, we wouldn't expect this to add up to much at all, but just the fact that we're showing that the models are indicating there could be some snow tells you that we're definitely getting into a cooler pattern once we get around mid-month. As far as the forecast goes, today temperatures falling into the 60s, and then only in the upper 50s tomorrow. And then as that warm air surges back in, look for a good chance of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow night, right on through the weekend, off and on, as that front will be wavering back and forth. You can see we drop down to the low to mid 60s on Sunday, but then another surge of warmth brings more thunderstorms in by Monday, and we could see temperatures as we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we could actually even see that temperature up around 80 and maybe in the low 80s at least as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. So more summer weather, but lots of moisture coming up here over the next 7 days. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.